Hello, this video is an introduction lesson to Google Docs. First thing you want to do is go to your drive. There's two ways to access Google Docs. You can first go by the Google applications, and by clicking these dots here you can scroll down and find Docs, and that will open up a new document. Or you can go to New, Google Doc, and then a new Google document will load. I'm going to label this Google document so it saves instead of an untitled document to example. And notice here, this Google Doc looks just like a Word document. The only difference is this is powered through Google. Here at the top is your toolbar. Notice here you have File, Edit, View. I encourage you to click through these features and explore the options that Google Docs has to offer. File is just like always. You can in fact do a new document, presentation, whatever you would like. You can make a copy. You can download this Google Doc as a Microsoft Word document or as a PDF. That's especially if you want to send this Google Doc to somebody who uses Microsoft Word, or you might want to send it to them as a PDF so they can no longer edit it. You can search the version history. You can add this to your drive. In fact, you can move to trash. You can change the language. There's many different features that you can do on this Google Doc. Edit is the same thing, undo, redo, you can copy, paste. We have view, you can view it in all different layouts. And actually, speaking of different layouts, one of my favorite options here is to go to File, Page Setup, and this is where you can change your margins. You can make it portrait, landscape, you can change the background color. There's all different things that you can do there. Here we have insert. If you want to insert an image, you can search the web. Notice when I insert an image here, Google powers. I can load any image I would like that comes directly from Google Images, and then you can simply insert it into your document. You can also insert a table, and I love how you can decide what size table you would like. I love this feature. I use this quite often, especially when using Google Docs with my students. I encourage them to write their answers within the table. It keeps that document nice and organized. But let's say I inputted this table and maybe I don't want this row anymore. I can double click. I can right click, or you can use two fingers, and here you can insert another row, you can insert another column, you can also delete this row if I don't want it anymore. Now notice again, to go back to that, I highlighted that certain area. I can highlight the column instead, and again I can format this table however I would like. I also enjoy this feature here, Table Properties, where I can change the table border color, the background. There's all different things that I can choose to do. And what's great here is you can do this and decorate your whole table. Maybe you want to do it for a certain reason. They only write in the green section. The pink could be the answers. There's all different features that you can do with this tool. Now we have the drawing tool. This is one of my favorite tools. I will quickly introduce this, but stay tuned for more videos in the future using this tool. Here, before I select the drawing tool, I want to make sure, well, you can be in a table if you would like, if you want your drawing in the table. I am going to go Drawing, New. And now this is where you can get creative and design any type of drawing you would like. You can use shapes, arrows, all different things. You can do a text box. Maybe I want to change the color of this. I can change the size of my line. Notice there's all different options in all the toolbars here. Now maybe I want to add some wording. All right, Miss Lot. Here I can change the font style. I can click these dots here and it expands. And notice this is all within the Google Drawing tool. I can center it. Now when I'm done, I save and close, and it will load into my Google Doc. Now at times this takes time to load when you're dealing with a drawing. So if you click the refresh button, it will load right here. Now at times this does take a while to load, and that's okay, but then here will be your Google Drawing, and it's simply placed right there in my example document here. Now, as I continue going through this, I can go insert charts. I can do horizontal lines. Another one of my favorite is special characters, especially if you want an arrow or something within when you're writing. One of my favorite features as a math teacher here is to use this feature here, which is insert equation, and here has my fraction button, has square roots. There's all different things you can do here. There's arrows, there's greater than, less than, greater than or equal to signs, there's division, multiplication, there's all different symbols, there's all the Greek letters, there's great things you can do. Feature I use the most often is the fraction button. And now let's say I want to write 4/5. It might be small, and that's okay, but then you can highlight and enlarge it. Let's say I want it as 20. I can make it as big or as small as I would like. That is a great feature that if you're a math teacher, I'm sure you will enjoy. You can add your header and footers, page numbers. You can also add links, bookmark, table of contents. Here, formats, you can format the text in all different ways. Of course, these format features are also located right here in my toolbar as well. Here's some more tools: spelling and grammar, word counts, dictionary, translate, voice typing, one of my favorites, and you can explore these dashboards as well. Here we have a few add-ons. That's a separate thing I will talk about in other videos, another feature that you can do in many of the Google applications. And you have help. Help is great, especially if you're unsure of something. You can either refer to the beginner's guide, or you can also type in options here, and Google Docs is really great at providing you videos and the help that you need. Now again, a Google document is the same as a Word document. Same features, the only difference is it's powered by Google. Another great thing about any Google application is you can have more than one person working on this at the same time. When that occurs, you will see pictures here of the other people who are also working on the document. So Google Docs does allow for more than one person to be working on the document at the same time. This is great when you are collaborating with another teacher. If you are creating an assessment or an assignment, both teachers can work on it at the exact same time. Also, instead of going to File, Download, and transferring this to a Microsoft Word document, or let's say a PDF document to send to somebody, you can also share the document as well. So by sharing the document, you can choose to type in people's names in our school district that you want to share it with, and then you just press done. Or you can also send a link. Now it might pop up as here, but if you click what's in blue, change link to Lyndhurst School District, you can choose to send this to anyone with the link can access it. If I leave it as Lyndhurst School District, only people in our school district can access it. But let's say you want to share this with parents. You might want to say anyone with the link. Also, when you're sharing it with parents, you want to choose it to be view, unless you want them to edit something. Maybe parent-teacher conferences are happening and you want them to write their names on a time slot, then you might want them to edit it. If this is just an advertisement for something or a letter you want to send home, you're only going to want them to view it. Then, once you set it to what you would like, then you copy the link. You can choose to add this link into maybe an email going out to parents. You can post this somewhere for someone else to access it. You can also share this with somebody as well. Maybe you want to email it to somebody who's going to be collaborating on this document as well. Or you can also just type in their email and do it that way as well. Either way works. Here's settings if you want to get to a little bit more advanced with the sharing preferences. I encourage you to click around here and explore the options for when you're choosing to collaborate with others. Now again, this Google Doc is very simple to use. I encourage you to explore the toolbar here. The beauty of Google Docs is it saves every 3 seconds, so it's constantly saving. And then you can simply go back to your Google Drive and you will find your Google document there. Let's say if you've created folders already in your Drive, you can take take advantage of some of these shortcuts. Up here it says move. If you go to move, notice I have all these folders. So maybe I want to move it to, let's say, my 5th grade folder, and here's more of my folders here, and I can choose to move it to, let's say, Unit 2. I have another folder, or maybe I just want it in Unit 2. I press move here, and you select move, and it automatically goes into that folder there, which is very helpful when you're trying to stay organized. Again, here on the toolbar, we have our bullet points, our numbers. I love the options for the bullets. There's many different options, line spacing, all here, all the options that you could ever want is here. You can upload pictures again, go through this with the highlighting color, size, normal text. I encourage you to give it a try. Click around, nothing can go wrong. If for some reason, if you do something and you're unsure where it went, here's my undo and redo buttons. I encourage you again, click around, try it out, and enjoy exploring Google Docs.